are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And he'll be facing Vladimir Klitschko. He's a big 198-centimeter tall heavyweight with a reach of a whopping 206. Making his way to the ring, it is Vladimir Klitschko, one of the most recognized athletes the world over, fighting out of Ukraine. In his prime, he was unbeatable.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with those shots, it's going to hurt and we're going to feel it.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice idea, and that hook lands. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Every time they throw a shot, this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. From this moment forward, on to the second round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come.
The legend Klitschko is on the canvas. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dickinson, are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
You let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Switch on, get your boxing bag together, and put him back in his place.
Doing the gaps with
And there's the bell to start round 3. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Trying to land that jab. Catch and shoot. When you're fighting a massive heavyweight like this, you can't go toe-to-toe. You got to stick and move and use angles.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? A swing and a miss with the left hook. Nice counter. Nice job by him to block that jab. A very competitive round with 10. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down! Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Go back out there.
Great work, great work. I love that.
Here we go to the 4th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Counter right. Catch and shoot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. There's a counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Switch back on.
There's the bell to start round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your blood.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back. Here we go in the 6th round. How about that time counter shot? Did you see that? Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And what else could they do but to take a knee here?
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's gonna get you knocked out.
close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here comes round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Straight right just misses. Good defense stopping that jab. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter, Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody up.
There's the bell to start round 8. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your leg...
And down goes Wilder! I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Wet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's still on the fight.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
They exchange punches. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Stamina is off the charts. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. He got knocked down in the... As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A heel kick.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped.
Back on the job.
And there's the bell for round 10. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
Come on, should they be sending him back out there? 2 heavy knockdowns in the last round. What are they doing? They're sending him to the gallows.
Blocks that left hook. Nice defense on that hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Throws the uppercut but misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up